Welcome to Youth News, the show for the rising generation to discuss everything that's on our minds. Today I am joined with Janae and Lola, and of course my name is Tolu. And I just want to talk about the trailer for Disney's latest reboot, the live action of Little Mermaid. And it's left a lot of mixed reviews with everybody. However, Disney is not the only studio on a reboot kick. In the recent years, popular shows such as Full House and iCarly have been given the reboot treatment. Honestly, are reboots a tired alternative to creativity, or is this something that people love? Is this something that's in now? Is it a new trend? What do you guys like? How do you guys feel about that?
I think reboots are not alternatives to creativity depending on what you add to the reboot. If you are just completely rebooting something and you keep the same characters, same dynamics and everything, then I think it's an alternative to creativity. But if you're adding new characters, new situations that might go with what's happening into today's current society, then I think that's adding a bit of creativity to it.
And
Yeah, I actually like reboots. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm in the minority
Yeah.
because, especially Disney ones, because I did see Beauty and the Beast. I thought that was amazing
Yeah.
because they did change it up.
Really?
They did change it up.
Huh.
And then what they did was like they had all the appliances like die and then they came back to life.
What?
You
I
didn't
was
see the
in it.
movie?
I was
I
in
did
it.
not, and this
I
is
was
a
in
new
it.
movie that came out?
Like with Emma Watson,
Going
like a
to
few years
watch
ago.
it.
It was
Going.
great. It was great.
And like speaking of like creativity, I know you said like if you can add stuff. A lot of people are upset with the Little Mermaid with Halle Bailey right now, and everybody's mad because like, oh, her hair is this color. Why does
Oh,
a
by
fish
the
look like
way.
a fish?
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
Love it. The
locks,
locks, amazing.
right?
Yes,
I really like how Disney snapped with that. They incorporated that, her hairstyle, while kind of like keeping it kind of aerial in a sense. Because if you notice in the water, there's locks and there's actual hair. If you get what I mean.
Yeah, the color too.
Yeah.
I think that's very good.
Personally, the whole color situation going on with, oh, I think her hair should be red, or did it's a
It is,
reboot.
though, isn't
I
it?
feel like
It's like an orangey, like orangey red.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have to make it realistic.
Yeah.
But how do you guys feel about reboots when they make them look realistic? Because like Flounder looks like a
Like
fish.
a fish.
Flounder's scaring me. I'm like,
What's his name?
The crab.
Sebastian looks like a crab.
Crab.
yes.
Like
yes.
I'm about to put him in a boil. Like what's
Right,
up?
he was looking a little delicious.
Yo,
I was like,
yummy.
A lot of people get mad about that. Like with Lion King, they were like, why does Mufasa look like a lion? I mean,
It's
Is it
a
Mufasa
know.
a lion?
It's
I
a
don't
live
know.
action reboot. That's how it's
Movie,
supposed to
exactly.
be. Because I don't
Yeah.
think people understand if you have a problem with the new one,
Right.
the old one,
Still
it's on
exists.
streaming. It
Still
doesn't cease
exists.
to exist.
Still
I didn't even
exists.
think
It's
about
not
that.
gone.
I didn't think about
You
that.
can watch it at any
You
time.
can.
and I just
Wow,
hate how
I didn't
like
think about
cancel culture is trying so hard to like shut these reboots down, especially when like Disney reboots, I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Certain shows, I'm not for it.
Okay, what shows are you not,
Not for, yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be really, really, really
Unpopular
childish.
opinion.
Okay.
But like as a kid, I grew up on Ben 10, for example. I know you guys
Yes.
don't watch Ben 10. She knows. She knows. I was
Guys, they
ridiculous.
used to have the watch.
The watch,
She's
the
like,
clothes. I used to run around, and then they did the reboot, and I'm like, okay, what the heck is this? Like, what's going on here? And it's like, it's because sometimes they don't try. They just try to literally, like you said, recreate
okay.
the old show.
Okay.
But the reason why I respect Disney so much is because Disney likes to put a little twist on it. Disney likes to add certain things or like
Right.
to, for example, nobody expected Ariel to be a black girl. And I don't think Disney did that on purpose. They just said that she set the standards
Yeah.
so
That
high.
she
the
just
bar
got
so
it.
high.
Well, do you guys
through
really,
merit.
okay, and I totally get it, but do you guys
Okay.
really think that it was only purely because of who she was as a performer and actor?
So you're
Or do
saying
you
her
think
name?
This, yeah,
Like-
her name. Do you not think this was also a marketing move?
So
Okay, can I be honest?
Yeah.
So this is kind of what I thought before the director said she got it from Merit.
Okay.
So Beyonce was in The Lion King, right?
Same.
Who is Halle under? Beyonce's
no.
label Parkwood. I'm sure
Yes.
Beyonce said, hey,
She's-
I will be in your little picture, but here's a list of people that you should think of for your
Yes,
next picture.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought about that as well. And then I remember on social media, they were doing a thing where Halle sang a cappella one time on a video, and they were like, dang, like, she got the voice of a princess. And like Halle becoming a princess was like a thing going on Twitter, and people were going crazy. And then boom, next thing you know, she gets the lead. I also thought about it being a marketing move at first until I heard the trailer. And then I was like, dang, this girl got a voice.
Have
like,
you guys been seeing that they're trying to do a reboot of the Tiana Princess and
Princess-
Frog?
oh,
And
yeah,
the girls
that-
have been auditioning.
Coco Jones, Ari Lennox,
yes.
Young Baby Taylor, whatever
Okay,
her name
I'm
is.
against that one.
Why?
I'm against it.
I'm with you.
I'm against it. First
Why?
off, because
I'm
they
with you.
need to completely change it. Because I love
Okay.
Princess and the Frog, first Black princess, stand
Right,
forever.
right.
But she's a frog for most of it. If they do a
Literally.
reboot,
Boom,
I
boom,
want
boom,
80% of that movie she's human.
And on top of that, someone brought to my attention that the fact that she is just like this woman, being that she's a Black woman, just her whole background is her trying to work hard just
Well-
to get this restaurant. And someone brought it to my attention, like, why is it that was like a whole segment in the movie? Like,
I
trying
don't
to
think
show
I
that?
don't think they were trying to like, make Black women look bad. I think they were also trying to show that Black women are hard workers.
Okay.
And that they could do it too.
Okay.
But the only thing where Disney kind of fell off with that is that she ended up getting a prince
But
to
I
do it
also
for
feel
her.
like none of the
So it's
other
like-
princesses were hard workers. Like Cinderella ended up being.
Cinderella was a hard
Mulan
worker.
was a hard worker. She was,
Mulan
was,
okay.
she got
I
bodies on
disregard
bodies.
what I
Jasmine
said.
would have been like a great example.
That girl
Jasmine was
from
born into
Brave with
money.
the red hair.
She was a hard worker.
She was a hard
right.
worker.
You know what? I lied.
I think with these
Disney.
reboots, they need to be very cautious of how they do it because a lot of people said that they think the original woman who voiced Tiana actually looks like Tiana a little bit too.
Yeah,
and
I
can
think
play
they
her.
designed it
Yes.
that way.
And I think they purposely did that
So
the
that they
woman
can keep the-
matched the cartoon
Yeah, Anika
character.
Nani Rose.
That's
That's her name.
yes.
Anika. I'm gonna look her up. I
And
like that.
she, a
the
lot of
Dream
people
Girls.
want her to play. A lot
Sorry.
a lot of people want her to play Tiana, but I don't think Disney's gonna take that route.
I think she's a little older, but I have a question. Do you think reboots are susceptible to cancel culture?
Ooh.
Because I think yes, because kind of what we discussed, that if you do a play-by-play copy,
Yeah.
people are going to have a problem.
Okay.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I looked up, because Disney did a Dumbo reboot.
Yes.
And
I never even watched it.
The
the original one, yes,
Yes.
the elephant, had these racist crows. One of them was even called Jim Crow, and they were kind of speaking like white people voiced them, and it was speaking like they were Black. And Tim Burton legit just removed all of them from the reboot.
Yeah.
Just removed it.
I would too.
Yeah, so it's proof that
It
he kind
definitely-
of realized, yo, if I keep this in, people are gonna be upset.
Absolutely. I agree.
I
It is
didn't even know
susceptible
that
to.
happened.
And I also think too, even though I love the Y2K aesthetic, I feel like a lot of the cartoons we grew up with, the girls were like 000, skimpy clothes, and they were like
never
15.
be.
They could never do that today.
never.
Yes.
Even though I would live as an
People would
adult,
cancel
they
them.
couldn't do it.
People
And
would
yeah,
cancel
that's the
them.
thing with cancel culture. Cancel culture will nitpick anything in these reboots, in these movies, in these rebooted shows, whatever it is, and they will literally sit there and pinpoint the little things like, I don't like how they did this and this and this and that. We don't live in the 1980s anymore. We live in the 2020s. Da 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 da.
Can you blame
We need
them?
to cancel this.
Can you blame them?
No, I don't blame
They
them.
want
I'm just
everyone to
saying.
feel involved and not feel as if there's something wrong with them.
Well,
Yeah.
it's not, that's the thing. But it's not even more of that. It's like, you can't even make certain jokes anymore. Granted, depending on the joke though, because some people do take it to another level.
Yeah.
But like, you can't even make a joke anymore without people like getting ready to cancel things. And that's where it's kind of tricky
Well,
with these
I
reboots.
always feel iffy with some of these jokes because
Thank
in
you.
original jokes, they would target certain amount of people,
I agree.
like using the word spaz. And like
Yeah.
nowadays, it's like, no, people who have like cerebral palsy and these things,
Yeah.
like, no, people would call me that to make fun of me.
Yeah.
So don't use it.
And there's always
your
some
words.
truth in jokes, in my
Oh, for
opinion.
sure. I'm a heavy
So
believer in
that's
that.
why people are like, you were joking, but you said it.
You weren't joking.
Yeah, but you said it.
I believe that. I mean, personally, I think that is a perfect way for us to end this conversation, but it doesn't have to end for you. You could be a part of our world by joining the conversation at WatchYNN on all social media platforms.